Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Lena. Welcome back to another video. So today I have a pretty different video, I will say. I don't usually do that many reviews of individual books, but honestly, this is worth it. So today I'm going to talk about Requiem for a Star, which is another book by Yuri Gutman, who is the same author as Winds of Strife. Winds of Strife I read, was it last year or was it 2 years ago? And this is dark fantasy. Here we follow Nai. Nai is one of my favorite characters. He's just so grey. Definitely many shades of grey in this character. But we're gonna go a step backwards and read a prequel where Nai appears. This novella can be read just before or after you've read Winds of Strife. It does not affect your reading at all. And there's nothing here that will compromise, maybe, your knowledge of the series by any means. So in here, Nai is not actually the main character. In here, we're going to follow Nova. Nova just lost her sister, a Star. She feels very lost because she kind of always looked up to her. And now that she's not around, she's kind of discovering herself, dealing with grief because she never really gets over it. She just like misses her, basically. Why am I talking about a novella in an individual video? You see, I feel like this novella is very special. First, thank you so much to Yuri for sending me this finished copy because I read an arc and I'm so glad I have a physical copy now. And the thing is, this is a very emotional story. I'm fucking believable, honestly. I'm kind of a rock when I'm reading. It's very, very hard to make me emotional with a book. Very, very hard. Like, the only two books that I've really cried on, like, ugly cry, well, maybe three. But it was the third book in the Poppy War, Grace of Kings, like the last book, and the second one, and the third one. Yeah, that's special. And Sword of Kaigen. That's it. That's it. Because I don't usually get emotional or cry a lot while I'm reading. So let's talk about a little bit about the book. One of the great things about this novella is that it really expands on the magic system. So maybe if the main storyline is not for you, you can actually take advantage of what, like, the second main premise of this book is. And that is that Nova wants to become a witch. And for that, she has to learn to use Sincerity. And if you don't know what Sincerity is about, it's basically the magic system of the Dawnless Night, the whole series. It's based on emotion and how to harvest them. So, of course, Nova, being the sad girl that she is right now after all the things that happened with her sister, she starts to harvest sadness. And the way she talks about Sincerity and harvesting these emotions and using them, it's so out of the world. Like, it's incredible. Yuri did a really great job getting into the more, like, empathetic and, again, emotional side of this magic system. That is actually based on emotions, you know? So of course, as I've told you, this is definitely not like a war story, like a dark fantasy one. This is definitely a coming of age story. Because we're going to follow Nova as she grows, as she works with her grief, as she works in her relationship with Nai, because Nai does not exist yet. This is Nuoro. He's not become this assassin, this witch hunter yet. So we get to see their relationship, which is just so cute. So cute because they start as friends and it all like evolves with this like confidence and this trust that they have between one another and how they support each other in these times. And it's just so cool, dude, and so cute. And you know that I do not like love stories, but it was so beautiful. And I actually loved following Nova. I think she's such a good character. You are so easily on her head and on her feels. And you can definitely see the motivation behind all of her decisions and why she wants to become a witch and why she wants to use the Sincerity and why she loves philosophy, because there's this great thing here that she is obsessed with philosophy and no one wants to hear her talking about philosophy except Nai. And it's just so cool and I really like her. But again, I've said that we kind of have a love story. We definitely have it, but there's so much more in this novel than that. Like, the depth that you have in, I don't know, 80 pages of this. It's unbelievable. Let me tell you that I started this with so much confidence. I was just like, oh, I will read this morning. It'll be fine. And I read it and I was just like, Tim, this is fucking beautiful, dude. What the hell? And I think Yudi's writing and the way he tells stories, it was so bright in here. It showed all the way. It's incredible. Like, I liked Winds of Strife. I really, really love it. It's one of my favorite self-published books, one of my favorite dark fantasy books. But the way he writes here, and it makes sense once I'll tell you the ending of this, but not the ending, the dedication that this book has, it's just so cool, dude. Like, you can see the growth and you can feel so much with the story. Again, I'm talking so much about feelings, but it gets to you. It gets to you. And you finish this and you're just like, whoa. This was fucking deep. This was fucking deep. And that's the thing. It feels so intimate. Like, from a writing perspective, this is just so complete, so lyrical. It's amazing. But it also feels like a story that's for you. You know? Like, I think intimate is the word. Like, it's just like you and the book. That's it. And it's amazing, like you and the story. It's super cool. And I'm getting a little bit emotional myself because I have to say that I cried a lot once I read the dedication of this book. Because this gives you so much feeling because it is a very personal story to the author. I would highly recommend that you check out this book and that you read the dedication at the end. I'm not going to say anything else because I might start crying. I'm sorry. But honestly, check it out. It's just great. I know that I do not do this type of videos too much, but this was beautiful. And it definitely deserved like its own spot and not like a place on a video with a lot of other books. This is beautiful. And you can definitely tell that it meant a lot for the author. And I mean, this was fantastic. And I feel the sorrow a lot. And I also feel extremely sorry for everyone. You will understand once you read it. But damn, I cannot recommend this one enough. I give it 5 stars, obviously. Because it was definitely so heartfelt. And you could tell. I'm a psychologist, okay? I know when things are heartfelt. And this was one of it. I really liked it. This has already come out, even though I read it, I think 2 or 3 months ago, maybe, because I read it the moment you sent me the ARC, because I was so excited to have another book set on the Dauntless Night. But it's definitely very different from the other book, okay? Very, very different. Don't go in here expecting dark fantasy. It is not. It's a sweet, extremely heartfelt story that you will definitely enjoy. Even though it might not be for everyone, I will still highly recommend that you read it because it's definitely worth it. So yeah, I got a little bit emotional there, so I'm going to stop the video here. But please just read this one, get it, it's out now. Let me know if you liked it, please. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye.